Hey YouTube, how's it going? So we've had a laughing start here, couple tries,
Man.
but I'm back with Natalie, and today we are going to be doing a movie review of Manchester by the Sea. It won an Oscar.
Well,
Pretty
it
sure.
didn't won.
What it
Got Best Actor.
Best
I don't
Actor.
know. I think it was nominated for like a bunch. I don't know
If
who
you watch
else
the Brick
won.
Oven Chat, you'd know who she is and the fact that she watches like a bunch of movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like I have no life.
I mean, this is like the second time that she's watched it. I watched it once and
First time I liked it, but then everyone kept talking negative crap about it.
it's just so bad, guys.
Should I say crap? Negative critique. And so it kind of made me like it less because they pointed out. I was like, oh, yeah, I guess I could see where they're coming from. But yeah,
It's a bad.
it's not that bad.
It's a
You don't
bad
like
movie.
dramas.
It's a bad movie.
You don't like dramas though.
Yeah, but there's like nothing that happens throughout the
Okay,
entire
but
movie.
you understand there's themes that are carried across in the movie.
If you want to watch 2 minutes of him just staring,
But his acting,
staring
it was
at a dead
honestly,
body.
I feel like he deserved Best Actor though. I don't know, he's a good actor.
He only talked the entire time, kind of like this.
Okay. But he didn't
There was
even
no
like watch the
enunciation.
entire movie thoroughly. He was doing
Alright.
some other stuff on the side, so he
That's
didn't
true.
really pay
I was
attention fully.
I was editing our Brick Oven Chat.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I like the themes that the movie had, though. I mean, it was, I don't know, it caught my attention. I don't know.
Go through, talk about the themes.
Okay,
What
so,
are the themes, Natalie?
spoiler alert, by the way. Anyway, that's implied. But the themes, I don't know, I loved how, like, he had such internal conflict about him being a parent, especially when he was asked to be guardian of his nephew after, like, his brother dies, who the brother is the father of his nephew. And, because in the past, what happened was he was drinking with his friends while his wife and kids were in the house. And, his kids were sleeping upstairs and his wife was sleeping upstairs and they were having that party downstairs, playing, drinking. So I think he said snorted cocaine and, like, weed and crazy shit like that.
I love
Or crazy
plain
stuff.
drinking. It's the best.
Yeah, and, so what happened was he got wasted, the wife kicked out the friends, and then he came back and he decided, I should just go get some more beer, even though he was wasted. So he decided to walk. It was like a 20-minute walk, he said.
Listen,
back.
guys. It's teaching you not to drink and drive.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive. You want more beer? Walk to the store. Nothing bad ever happens when you don't drink and drive. Anyways, continue on what happened.
So yeah, so while he decides to set a fire for his kids because he went to check on them before he left, and he felt like it was freezing, but he couldn't do the central heat because his wife gets sinus issues and a headache.
Something stupid.
So he was like, I'll just set a fire. And so he sets a fire downstairs, and then he leaves, and then halfway walking to the gas station or whatever he's going to, he was like, ooh, I wonder if I put the screen on. He was like, it's probably fine. He comes back, the house is on fire, and he has a baby and 2 daughters, and the firefighters were able to get the wife out, but the 3 kids burned to death. So, yeah, it gets pretty dark at that time, and that was during a flashback while he's being asked to be the guardian of his nephew. So he comes back, they get the kids' bodies, he goes to the police station, explains what happens. They're like, okay, you made a terrible mistake, but we're not going to charge you with anything. And it's a pretty small town in Manchester, so everybody knows each other. And so what he does is basically he takes the cop's gun, almost tries to kill himself. But like obviously, so he's going through a lot of stuff, and this was like years and years before, and obviously the wife and him split. And then it goes back to present day, where everyone's setting up the funeral for his brother who died of congestive heart failure, and he meets up with his ex-wife, and they're on good terms now, but she met a new man, and she's having another kid with him, so he's also having like some serious issues with that. And so he's having like parental issues. He's never really moved on. He doesn't even want to be back in the town because everybody knows what he did or who he is. So he can't even get a job there. It's just crazy.
So let me fill you in on the important stuff that she missed out on.
What?
First of all, because he didn't drink and drive, his whole family died.
Yeah,
One
don't
thing.
set a fire and be drunk at the same time.
She keeps saying that, but bonfires exist, and like that's
But
the main
that's
reason for a
outside,
bonfire.
and you don't need
Listen.
a screen on a bonfire.
Listen, that house was a large bonfire at a certain point.
Yes,
alright?
but like the log rolled down to the wood floor and caught everything on fire. I'm about to burp.
But that's fine. I don't know. The
Uh-huh.
movie itself was just really bland. Like she just
Well,
explained
there
the
was-
entire. She just explained the entire thing. Everything
But
else is like 5-minute scenes. of
There
people
was
just, like,
good
staring,
dialogue. You laughed at certain parts. There
a boat
was.
moving. I was laughing because of how stupid
Ugh.
stuff was. We
Okay.
were literally laughing at the movie on how bad it was.
It wasn't. I don't know. The critics gave it good
I'm
reviews.
sure they did because it was a bad movie.
Oh gosh, but no, there was. I don't know. I like the themes though. I don't know. I just felt. But then again, I like sad stuff. So who knows? I don't know.
It was just rough, guys. Like it was rough. I do not recommend watching this movie.
I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. It definitely wasn't the best movie I've ever seen.
I mean, like, there's a scene of a kid just trying to get chicken back in the freezer.
Okay, but he was having a panic
Yes,
attack.
he has a panic attack
because
the chicken doesn't work.
No,
because
because
of all
his
the
dad
problems.
had to be put in a freezer. Because
But-
apparently in Manchester, you can't do a burial because they can't dig up the floor because it's too frozen
Yeah.
underground. So they have to put the body in a freezer until it starts to warm up outside, and they can finally. Apparently that's true, and they have to dig and finally do the burial. So he was freaking out because the dad set aside money for the burial in his living will, and they can't afford to do anything else. So he told his uncle, like, hey, I don't want my dad to be in a freezer. And he was like, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We kind of has to until we can do the burial. And so while it just reminded him of his dad being in the freezer, so he had a panic attack. That's understandable, right? Yeah.
Panic attack's understandable. Scene's kind of silly to me.
Ugh.
Nobody can seem to successfully do anything in this film. Like, he fumbles over the frozen chicken. People fumble over the phone. Nobody can catch a bouncing ball. The paramedics trying to load somebody into an ambulance. They're just fumbling with the gurney. Everybody's just fumbling. Like, if you actually... Now that I've pointed this out, when you watch the film, look for how often people just can't seem to hold anything throughout the
I actually
entire
didn't
film.
notice that.
Nobody can hold anything. Nobody. People go to pick up the phone. Only one person successfully picked up a phone without dropping it that entire film. Every single time, you're like... to the phone. Like, nobody could pull it off.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, no,
I wasn't
rough.
paying attention, I guess. I don't know.
Acting I thought wasn't that good, but I guess it was fantastic.
The kid was good.
The kid was good. I
The
liked
kid was good. I can understand why you felt like the lead actor was kind of bland. He was very monotone, but I think it's because he was trying to show that he was kind of empty inside, to be honest. I mean, he just...
I know that's why he was doing it.
Yeah,
but,
like, he was like, you know...
when he's the main
I don't
person
think,
talking
I don't
for
think
2
he
hours of that.
I don't think he smiled once. Or, like, just showed any... The only emotions outwardly that he showed was in the flashbacks before all that stuff went down.
Mhm.
And then he just seemed like more of a normal person. And then after that, he was just kind of like a very, 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 like, shadow of himself, of his former self. So, I don't know, like, yeah.
All right, so go through.
But then
go through
again-
acting of people. What were your thoughts?
I really liked his brother. I forgot the guy's name who plays his brother. He was in Friday Night Lights. He was in that one movie. He played the... What's that movie? The one with the kids. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
No idea.
Super 8. There we go.
Okay.
Plays the dad. Anyways, I thought he was really good. I mean, it showed that he was trying to be like a stable family figure in his brother's life, I guess, at the time. And then it's just sad that he died. And then the kid was really good. I like the kid's acting. Forgot his name. I think it was like Lucas Neff or something. And then who else? The guy who plays his wife, who plays the woman who plays the main character's wife, Michelle Williams. She always does a great job. And then she was actually married to Heath Ledger.
Mm.
Yeah, and the main character, I thought he was okay. I mean, I thought he was decent. Then again, I could be biased because I watched his other movies and I thought he was good in those. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could see what you mean though. He was kind of.
I was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't. So here's the thing. I only watch action movies and comedies.
Yeah, I watch it all.
She watches everything. So it depends on what you watch.
Mhm.
Take advice from either of us. If you're like me and you just don't care about dramas, just
You're right.
don't watch it. It's bad.
Yeah,
just
you're
don't
right.
do it. If you're more like her and you just like watching movies, go for it. Why not? Why not? So rate it.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yeah. It's not the greatest movie I've ever seen, but like.
2 out of 10.
Damn. That's low. I thought you
2
were
out
gonna
of
give
10.
it 1 out of 10 to be honest.
Nah, 2 out of 10.
'Cause
I don't- I'm not
Assassin's
going- Are we going negative or no?
Oh man, you can go negative?
I don't think.
Go
I don't
negative.
think you should go negative. So I'm feeling this on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm going 2.
Are you sure you don't want to go negative? I feel like that's what you really want to do.
You're right. I really want
Just
to.
go
but no.
negative.
I haven't gone negative yet. So 2 and a 6.
6 out of 10.
We got a total of 8 out of 20. So it's that's a number. Not a high one, but it's a number.
I can go
So,
7.
guys, No, you don't need to change your
I can
answer.
go 7.
You don't need to change your answer in post to make it better. All right. Stop trying to fix things.
It had a more indie film vibe to it. Independent film. It was a low budget
Guys,
independent film.
I'm leaning forward to give you a very important piece of information before we end this. That movie cost $10 million to make.
10 million is
10
low
million?
for a movie.
I know, but there's so little that goes into that film.
They had to like film the locations on
They need,
Manchester.
like,
They
a
probably had to
single
film
pier.
the staff, the crew.
They need like 5
The
houses and a
actors,
pier. That's all
the
they
houses,
need to
the
film.
pier, maybe like safety officers for the boating and like
Beside the point. I think they were just eating filet mignon every day for dinner. But beside the point.
Sorry.
I will see you guys next time.
Alright,
Subscribe for more stuff. Like the video if you like these movie reviews. And comment down below with other movies that you'd want me to review. If you want her back more often, which she will be back more often for movie reviews, either way, no matter what you
to
say.
be honest.
So, but you can just go ahead and destroy her down below.
Yeah,
I
won't read them anyway.
I'll make sure to send them all.
No,
to
it's
her.
good.
I'll
I
take
won't look.
photos and send them. You just go ahead and butcher her.
It's good, I won't look. It's fine.
And I'll see you
fine.
guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Click the video on the top for the next video. Click the video on the bottom for the previous video. Click the video in the middle for the previous movie review video. And click the circular channel icon to subscribe for more content.